Maybe you've heard of the three sisters, sisters as old as time, and how they inspired our dear friend to say, yes, I'll make my dream shine.
I often wonder, where does the inspiration come from? Where do all these lyrics come from and all these melodies? And comparing to other artists who often gather stories from the everyday life, or others who like dream and then write things down, for me it feels like I will not compose anything if I'm alone at home. So it kind of has to do with being connected to the field. For me, it's about the community around me. It's about tuning into what are important topics that are going on in the world, and what is happening in the nature. What are the cycles that we're in as humanity, and all these kind of questions, like field questions, broader questions. And I remember in the same time period when I was on that Greek island with the little community, and started writing this song, and there was another moment where we were on a trip to the other end of the island to visit like a sacred site, and it was in the middle of a forest, quite a magical place with three huge, like massive trees, chestnut trees, and we called them the Three Sisters. And it felt like an important place for the island to conserve, or kind of hold the sacredness of that place and the magic of the nature really on that island. So there was, when we arrived there, we noticed that one of the Three Sisters was gone, so they cut one of the trees. And it was quite a strong moment to feel that when you're in nature, when you're around people, and the heart is open and you're really sensitive to such things. It's not like a random tree being cut. And we were there, and interesting enough, that was the first time when I had the impulse to do something very typical for the Sacred Museum now, which is to have my microphone with me and to record everything. And there was this impulse of singing together, standing around that tree, which was non-physical anymore, and tuning into that energy and just singing, toning. And that's what we did, and I had the microphone with me, and kind of already had these thoughts of maybe doing something with that, maybe composing something around that, or maybe writing down some melodies that come through there in this improvisation moment. So it seems to me like this was the first time when I actually followed on that impulse, when I actually acted on the idea of, okay, I don't want just I think we were 5 or 6 people. I didn't want us to end up being the only people who experienced what happened there, because this effort of going there and connecting to nature, connecting to that the moment in time, and expressing that through our voices, and it just felt important enough for me to do all the things necessary to capture that, at least on audio, to maybe then, if it is supposed to be, make it more available to other people as well. Which is what Sacred Museum is all about.